is a research blast. We have a series of research blasts. Some of you participated in this research, which is looking at social media and the way businesses are using it. IPSOS, the research firm, has done a survey of how companies in Asia are using social media, what they're doing with social media, and how they're using it and not. So I will welcome now instead Steve Garton. Please come to the stage.
I hope this is working. Yes, it is. Thank you, Tom. We had a mild panic backstage there from the Google guy who was sprinting around. Anyway, there you go. So, if you can bring up my deck, please. We did an industry survey across Asia of Asia's marketers in partnership with Ogilvy and with Branded. Over 150 people replied. And it's a state of the nation of where businesses are right now with their activities and perceptions about social media. So let's have a look. These are the sort of things, pretty obvious, where businesses are currently focused on. It's about buzz and sentiment, pretty much the same thing. Customer insights, promotions, keeping an eye on competitors, and then sort of going round to things really which are begging for further development. Responding to complaints, only 4 out of 10. So I think there's a lot of opportunity here, but as I think Tom said at one point a few days ago, we've seen the first wave. We're really starting to see the second wave of broader adoption and assimilation of social media into organizations in the region. I don't know if this is quite coming of age, but 42% of people who replied had been active in the space for 2 or more years, and I guess in digital time, that's not too bad. So they've been feet under the desks, focused on and tapping into social media now in businesses, and it's starting, perhaps, early signs of maturing and accepting social media as a key element in marketers' armory and to listen to the prosumer going forward. However, 60% of those people who replied said they only spent 5% or less of their marketing budgets on social media. So there's a way to go, isn't there? And why is this? Well, sure, there are some ROI measures. It's quantity, number of responses, customer sentiment, sales conversion. But there's still a way to go in figuring out how to make social media work and to work on an equal level with the consumer. You see right at the bottom there, none, 22%. Wouldn't have a clue quite how to do it yet. So, in terms of perhaps turning to the topics in today's conference, and we asked, what do you want to know more about? Well, over half said measuring ROI. Over a quarter said structuring organizations. How do we do it? How do we cope with expanding our social footprint and all the ways we can connect with consumers today? So that's what businesses need. Because right now, marketing rules the roost in terms of having their arms around social media and then corporate communications. But you can see for others, much smaller levels of participation, customer services, recruiting, sales, at this stage. And that's probably a large part of this second wave that we believe we're at the beginning at in Asia Pacific. In terms of who's over this, we know it's marketing and it's typically one team, 4 out of 10 managers for the whole company, about a quarter individuals within different departments, so they're sort of working out how to do that. But if you add up unofficial, no official structure, undecided, and others, that's still a frightening amount who really wouldn't quite have a clue where they're going yet. In fact, 33% of people were honest enough to admit that there was unauthorized social media properties created. A full third. Someone's gone out and done their thing. A quarter had had a crisis aggravated by social media, but half, almost, don't have a crisis plan. And of course, it's not ideal to have a crisis and then try and go figure a crisis plan, because it's too late. So clearly some challenges still existing ahead. Social media is spreading across Asia. Not quite sure about the exact figures here, but certainly China, Singapore, Indonesia important. It's spreading across the region, and so it should. But clearly those who are involved in social media really are involved. 6 out of 10 are into social media and interacting on a daily or multiple daily basis. That's very good. So there is a high level of engagement. And for my last slide, a mercifully short presentation for research, 3/4 are participating in getting their hands around imagineering the creation of new social properties on behalf of their companies and brands. I think this is a really exciting area, and there's so much opportunity for the rest of the conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Steve.